Welcome back for another Let's Talk IT Pro. I'm Rafael Perez, I'm your host for today. And today I want to talk about Windows 10. So yesterday, well, it depends on when you are watching. So Windows 10 1709 has been released. And this is a pretty new OS, the latest Windows OS that has been released. Lots of new features. I want to talk to you with some of the updates that catch my eyes. There are a lot to talk about. Just those are the main ones. So first one is the layout. So you're looking at my screen, it's kind of same thing. But if you start looking at the interface, it's more square. So it before with the Windows 16 or 7, so there was not a lot of square. So you can see some icons have changed, the layout has changed a bit. So here on the notifications, unfortunately I don't have any notifications here at the moment, but there is a lot of changes here. You're going to see apps. Um, Not that I like the new notification, but it's a change. What Microsoft is actually using right now is what they call Microsoft Fluent Design System. So things are more like to be easier, to be friendly, to be beautiful. So maybe I'm not just liking right now, I just need to get used to it. Like what happened when Microsoft introduced Windows 8, Windows 10, and so on. So like that, it's a lot to take. So if I open here, for example, the store for business, oh, the store. So you're going to see that it's a similar layout, but the icons have been changed a bit. So we have more square stuff. So you can see the square is a bit different from the old version of Windows. Let me just close here. Um, yeah, so that's it in terms of the layout. So as soon as you start using that, you're going to see a lot more. So the notifications here on the side, every time there is a new pop-up, let's say a new email, before you had X, now it changed the icon as well. So there is a couple of things here. So if you right click, you can see different things. Um, so Microsoft also now has a Edge, a new version of Edge. So I started using Edge long time ago, when Microsoft released Edge the first time for Windows 10. I also use Internet Explorer and Google Chrome. Google Chrome being my main one. The reason was the plugins. So right now Microsoft is actually, well, since a few versions back, Microsoft is allowing plugins. So you can see here that I have my LastPass plugin. But Google Chrome still has lots of more plugins, but Edge is catching up. So many times I need to go to Edge because it's just work. So and now we have the new version of Windows Edge. Um, in this new version, I haven't used this, but Microsoft put this icon here, people. So what Microsoft tells you can have them quick ease to people you know. But if you don't like this icon, you're not going to use, you just right click, you can show people button. So it's just remove the button from there. So it's just to keep more in contact with people. Maybe on the enterprise you're not going to use these features. But being IT Pro, one of the features I really love, if I go here to Task Manager, and when I saw this I was like, wow, they finally did it. So not that I use a lot, but Microsoft introduced here GPU management, so well, GPU information, so you can see exactly how the GPU is working. So now imagine that you are a gamer, you watch do lots of editions, 3D or high resolution pictures, videos, and so on. So now you have this option for the GPU. So you can see here I'm using a lot of CPU, so it's still exactly the same. I haven't actually caught, my eyes haven't caught in anything different from other than addition of the GPU on the taskbar. And the biggest, at least for me, is OneDrive. So I have lots of OneDrive. I have the company OneDrive, I have the personal OneDrive. So before, and I have a small, really small drive. I have 256. So 256 for us is basically almost nothing. So it's almost full. So, and there's a lot of pictures. I take pictures for my family, but those things use space. So what Microsoft now provide to you is this new option here: save space and download files as you use them. So basically, all the biggest feature that or biggest request Microsoft had is don't download everything at once. Just allow me to download when I need. So I have a lot of, for example, pictures that I don't need to have on disk. As soon as I synchronize, I could, let's say, remove from the disk somehow. Or I'm set up in a new computer. I don't need to download everything. I will download as soon as I required. The first time actually I installed Windows, this one here did not actually show up, so I had to actually update the software. So basically, if you go to the Microsoft link, is ID 851311. So it's the go microsoft.com/fwlink/p blah blah blah. So the ID is the 851311. So you can download the latest OneDrive or OneDrive for Business software. Now you will be able to actually have this option. There is also a GPO. So if you are in the enterprise, now you can control this through GPO. And with this new, there are sharing. You basically don't need to go to the internet. I haven't tested, so I will not talk about that. I know there's a few other emoji stuff, but what I want to talk to you now is, wow, when I knew this was coming, and I just said, wow, it's great. So on the security side, so Microsoft actually bring a couple of security. So one of the things is the app and browser control. So if you scroll down here, exploit protection. So what this is, so it's basically the IMAT. So that existed before long time ago. So there was a separate downloaded. So it now basically is built in Windows 10. So you don't need to download it. The software is already there. The other thing that we have here, so if you go to virus and threat protection, and protection, where it is, here, virus threat protection settings, we have this control folder access. So now imagine that you have a unfriendly application that started changing your application. So you can actually control and say those applications are not allowed to change some my folder. So if I enable here, it will ask my administrator access. So I say that let's copy my folders structure. So what's happening is automatically add documents, pictures, and so on. So as you can see, automatically added my OneDrive as well. So what exactly means? Imagine that you have and you can see here that you can allow some applications to control this. So in this case here I have the SQL Server. I have already installed. So what happens is if there you get some virus and try to change the things on that folder, is going to be down because that software, that virus is not trusted. It will try to block them changing anything on that folder. So then you basically, between quotes here, have a extra layer of security for your files. So I'm not going to enable because this is my production machine, so I still need to work out what applications I have, where I need to change, which folders, and so on. So you go back what was, and by default this is disabled, so it's not enabled by default. If I close here, couple of things I use. Not sure when actually this come up, but I've been seeing this for quite a while. I have a Surface Pro, so you can have here down the option to increase the battery performance just with the scroll of a mouse or your finger. So, and this, as far as I can see, it changes as I start using. So if I don't use a lot, then it actually decreases. Let's say I'm just open the internet, or maybe I just like open Microsoft Office to do some Word. It actually allows me to, it does this battery saving and performance by itself. So those are the things caught my eyes. I know there is a lot more. We can explore those things a lot more. But yeah, that's it. I hope to see you next time. Take care.